Though I'm lucky enough to have never experienced abuse, sexual assault, or rape, I've certainly grown up acutely aware of what it means to be a woman in our society. It means that while walking alone, men and teenage boys have pulled their cars over and tried to talk to me, have grown angry when I don't respond the way they want or expect me to. This has happened in my own neighborhood, which is a relatively safe one. It means that when I've tried to discuss issues of sexism or race with my male peers, I've been labeled abrasive. Being a woman comes with the expectation that I must learn how to toe the fine line between confident and arrogant, prude and slut. This last term, slut, is a loaded one. It's both purely derogatory and entirely aimed at a woman's sexuality. It says that she's had too much sex, dated too many men, flirted too obviously, or even dressed in a way that has been deemed inappropriate. In short, the word places shame on a woman simply for having sexuality. It takes something that is natural, even expected, and stigmatizes it. It makes a woman's sexuality everyone's business, which is why some men feel entitled to call a woman a slut or whore, even if she rejects his advances. And it's the kind of cultural mindset that believes when women engage in certain kinds of behavior, they're asking for it. It, in this case, being sexual assault and rape. When I hear things like this, people justifying the actions of the perpetrator based on a woman's very presence, it makes me realize what a truly warped view so many have. It means that we, as a society, don't see women as fully human when they are linked to sexuality. And the female body has been so heavily sexualized that simply by being, we are firmly linked to our sexuality. This is scary, and it's why I believe so strongly in the importance of gender issues. One of the first clubs I joined at Goucher was FemCo, the feminist collective. Their first organized effort was to transport students into Baltimore for the 2014 Slut Walk, and I joined them and 45 other Goucher students on September 6th. Slut Walk Baltimore is a march dedicated to taking a stand against slut-shaming, victim-blaming, rape culture, and the general vilification of sexuality. I recorded the event and interviewed over 20 people about their thoughts on the issue as well as any personal experiences they may have had. This is the compilation of those thoughts and stories. What would you say the connotations of the word slut are?
I think, for me, the connotations of the word slut means somebody who's lesser based on their sexual decisions, generally aimed at women who have a lot of sex, whereas, like, the equivalent for a guy would be, like, a bro or something really positive. It has a really negative connotation based on a woman's sexuality.
I don't know if everyone is familiar with what Slut Walk Baltimore stands for and what we do. In 2011, a member of the Toronto Police Force was addressing a group of college girls and told them, his exact words were, women should avoid dressing like sluts in order to not be victimized.
Fuck him!
I was 11 years old when I realized that I had been abused.
I experienced street harassment pretty much every single day when I was studying in Havana when I was in college.
Someone I was close to raped me. I felt like I must have given him some idea that it was okay for him to do what he did.
As a young girl, I was multiple times, and I didn't tell anyone because I felt ashamed.
Rape culture has been ingrained in my life since I was maybe 6. That was the first time I was molested by 2 different people at the same time in completely different situations. From there, it went to court, and I, as a small child, had to testify against these people when I felt ashamed. I would not give testimony because I thought it was my fault at age 6.
Why do you feel like this cause is an important one?
It's happened in like my family and stuff, so like this is a big deal for me.
It's not fair for people to blame the victims of rape. I think that it's actually really fucked up.
Well, okay, last night I was thinking about this because last night I was wearing like this lacy top and I was walking in a neighborhood and it was night and I was like, you know, like maybe I should put a sweater on over it because like I don't want to be like attacked and like I shouldn't have to think about that.
Nobody understands like the full that rape is just if you say no, it's no, and it's like there's no excuses for that, and not everybody knows that.
Just that the numbers are still going up like nothing. So many people know about it, yet it's not changing.
I think people should be able to dress the way that they want without fear of repercussion, and I think that slut should lose its current meaning in the English language and go back to where it was, or just fall out of usage altogether.
I don't know, I connect as a woman, but I also connect as a person, and I feel so many times I'm seen first as a woman and then a person.
On the way here, we were walking here, and some guy was like, "Oh, you guys look sexy," and like, no means yes.
It's very, our culture's very male-dominated and male-oriented, and kind of, there are a lot of benefits that males get from culture, and females don't seem to get that same benefit. Like, I can walk down the street without a shirt on, but a person with breasts can't necessarily do that without feeling unsafe, and that's fucked, and that's why I'm here.
I think it's an important issue to point out the irony found in the difference between the objectification of women's bodies and the objectification of men's bodies, and the fact that it's something out of the ordinary and it's a protest when women don't wear shirts when men are allowed to wear them from a young age because they're not sexualized the way women are. I was raised in the South, and so women were very, very much seen and not heard, and I still face that from male members of my family who, when I speak out against something sexist that they say or something rude that they do to me, I'm reminded that I should be seen and not heard.
Your body is the only thing that's really yours. Like what you wear, what you do with your hair, like that's your personality, but your body is yours and always will be. So if someone violates your body, that's like taking away yourself.